Dear trainers, today we want to share our renewed commitment to bolstering Pokemon GO's in-person experience. We have a lot planned for Pokemon GO in 2023, but first we'd like to recap some of our recent updates and share additional updates that are coming soon. This is our continued commitment to real-world play in Pokemon GO and bolstering in-person events. Unless you're in New Zealand. Enjoy constant buggy, broken events. Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon for you. Whether it's going to be good or not is up for debate. As of this morning, about an hour and a bit ago, trainers that are in the New Zealand time zone, the plus 13 GMT, Tonga, Fiji, all of our lovely Pacific Islander friends, were not able to join in the Elite Raids and get their Regidrago. Now, there are obviously the 2 PM and 5 PM time spots for those raids. If you're in Auckland, you'll notice that there's just not really any of those even available, all round providing for a not great start to, getting people out and about and face to face. Our raids are about to start here in Australia in about, in about 5 minutes, so we'll see if we can even get into the raid and do these. They've allegedly fixed the issue. Doesn't really fix the fact that people had to drive out and do just looking at the map for Auckland this morning looked awesome. There was so many 11 AM raids, I think at Auckland Domain, just like a bunch back to back. It would have been beautiful, it would have been great, I assume. However, no one could join the raids. Anyone who did get in the raid in the last minute when the issue was resolved, many people couldn't even catch the Regidrago because the catch settings weren't even finished. I don't know how you can go live with Elite Raids without having the settings actually finished and completed for the Pokemon. So people couldn't even catch it. People who did complete the raid didn't get the timed research that was advertised either. So, yay! We'll see if there's some sort of fix for that. Some sort of make good, but at this point, what's the point of a make good if you can't just make it good the first time? Honestly, it's just, I feel frustrated on behalf of the New Zealand trainers. I know that Australia often only has overlap with maybe 50% of the issues that New Zealand gets, but it's not cool, it's not fun. I don't know why this keeps happening, Anyway, I hope that if you're one of the trainers affected, you're able to get your Regidrago for the Pokédex and all that jazz today, but honestly, I can totally sympathise if you are just kind of done at this point with events constantly. I was so surprised, the Hoenn Tour event, the Global, was so smooth. I was genuinely shocked. I guess I should have kept my expectations in check for this, so let's see. 4 minutes, let's get our Regi, or try to, who knows. Alrighty, jumping in for this one, you're going to use your dragon types, your fairies. Technically the best thing is going to be the Mega Gardevoir, lovely Pokemon. Whoop. But that being said as well, I guess the majority, just bulk we're going to have is dragon types, Rayquaza, Salamence, all that jazz, so I megaed my Lati. Just get the extra catch candy as well with the matching type for Regidrago, being pure dragon, but honestly there's 15 of us in here and honestly kicking this thing down pretty handedly, so it's not going to be too much of an issue either way. I would assume, I guess the pro being we're able to join the raid once again. I'm sorry for New Zealand, honestly, New Zealand trainers, I'm sorry you guys want to get the short stick of everything, and obviously when I say New Zealand I mean like everyone in that time zone, but done. No idea what's decent for this thing for IVs, we'll find out as we get catching. Long story short as well, it is sadly not going to be one of the best things to get in terms of usability. It doesn't have a great move set. Get one for your Pokédex. I'm going to try and get a couple extra just, to trade to people that miss out on these raids, or, possibly especially the New Zealand trainers who might miss out on this weekend, or even the makeup event sort of stuff. So, 1684. I'm going to go with a silver pineapple on the first throw. And by the looks of it, they've fixed the catch circle. Oh gosh, never mind, it still sits somewhere weird though. Okay, that's a terrible throw on my part. Further? Okay, you have to really send it. It looks way closer than it is, but you have to actually kind of send it. Terrible throw. Of course, we catch it on the terrible throw, as is tradition. Okay, 3XL candy, registered to the Pokédex, and that thing's huge. Appraise. Oh, okay, decent. That was unexpected. 1684, pretty darn good. I'll take it. All right, now we just go and have lunch and wait for the 2 o'clock raids, I guess. Assuming they work. So we've got the timed research popping up to make a new friend. Alan's making a whole bunch of friends, which don't tell him, but he's never going to open or send gifts. So sorry in advance for that. But he's really inconsistent gifting. But I'm going to probably have to just delete Alan and add him again. Or Alright, so the really cool other feature for the Elite Raids is typically that there'll be rare spawns. Sadly my thing's kind of in the way, but Elite Raid rare spawns around the base of the gym. I really love this rare Natu that we haven't seen all event, we haven't seen for the Festival of Colours at all. One singular Natu just holding it down, maybe it's a hundo, you know, it's so rare. But literally no one is seeing any allegedly rare spawns. Yay! Encouraging social... Look, we're gonna go have lunch, that'll be great, but that has nothing to do with Pokemon Go, so... Okie dokie, back home now, 3 Regidrago Raids done. We're just gonna do the quick little, you know, as is tradition, check in. No 4 stars, no shinies. I didn't really have the Go Plus on anyway. Regis, 1, 2, 3, first one, best one of the day, is what it is. Let's get into the issues today. So first things first, if you are a New Zealand trainer or anyone that is in the GMT plus 13 time zone, there is going to be a makeup set of Elite Raids tomorrow. You know what, that would be great if people could maybe remote raid to them or live near the gyms that this is a thing for, but like, I just like the absolute the absolute irony of like Pokemon Go tweeting out and publishing the blog post of like, we're committed to having more in-person events and promoting face-to-face gameplay, but also we didn't make sure the event was working for New Zealand, enjoy. Like, it's actually comical. Like, to the point where if you're the ones like playing with me, so I think some people think I live in New Zealand. I don't live there. My mum does, but like we're not from New Zealand, like Australia, Newcastle, lived here my whole life. I was playing the event for Hoenn Global like last week, whatever, in Auckland on the way back from the USA. It was such, even just a joke amongst everyone there, that the event even went smoothly. The Hoenn Tour Global went smoothly, and we're all like, is it working for you? Yeah, it's working. Okay, has anyone got a shiny yet? Like, you know, 15 minutes in, someone's got, okay, the shinies are turned on. Oh, haha, we'll wait for something broken to happen. It's like, oh, there's shiny in the egg. Okay, the raids are working. Oh, okay. Like, it was shocking that there was no bugs for the Hoenn Global. Maybe that instilled some false hope that, you know, there was positivity on the horizon for, you know, the first time zones among us. And as I mentioned before, it's only, I think, 50% of the time that Australia cops the flow-on effect of the bugs because there's been such, I guess, so many of the times this happens. You know, New Zealand players will let me know, will let other creators know, we let Niantic know. It's typically fixed by the time to get to Australian time zone, which is only like an hour or two difference depending on what time of year, daylight saving, whatever else. And then it's well and truly fixed by the time it's for the rest of the world. So even for me, I'm like an hour, 2 hours away time zone wise from the Kiwi players. And even half the time we don't have to, you know, suffer along with the bugs with them. It's about 50-50. But every time, I don't, why? Why does it keep happening? How does it keep happening? I know that they have a smaller player base, but honestly, it's not an excuse. Like, it's in my mind, it's pathetic. If the excuse is, well, they're not, you know, they don't make up as much capital in the game or spend as much on, you know, Pokecoins or whatever else. I think it's pretty pathetic to constantly have bugs for your community because, cool, there's a makeup raid day tomorrow, but people work, people have activities, people have lives outside of the game as well. People have already spent their time on Saturday to go to these raids in person, to get to an elite raid, to participate face to face, as is the desired effect, and they couldn't participate. Even for the screenshots of like the Auckland raids, like the 2 PM and 5 PM locations have been terrible. Like they can't even like make it up and do an afternoon raid today because there's not a good spot to do it. It's not good enough to be like, oh, you've just made everyone change their plan, physically meet somewhere to do this thing, and like, no, it's okay, there's a makeup tomorrow. And it's like, that's not good enough at this point. Like, the disrespect of people's time, I think it's just, I don't know. It's not acceptable. I don't think it's acceptable. Additionally, I had a bunch of other people, so when I took a screenshot and shared on Twitter of the timed research, I had a lot of other people messaging me saying from around Australia that they didn't get the timed research after completing their elite raids. It seems mixed. It seems some people throughout Australia have, then players in Perth now are not getting the timed research, which seems a bit hit and miss. So if you're not getting the timed research either, please check if you're getting it. If not, flag it, report it. For our third raid today, we all just suddenly got kicked out of the gym, kicked us out of the raid. We then couldn't touch anything in the game, kicked out of the game, couldn't restart several times, finally got back in with just, 4 minutes left on the clock to do the raid, trying to make sure we can get everyone back in to complete the raid. Got it done with, 15 seconds left sort of thing. If you lose a raid pass for this as well, please be sure to file a help support ticket. Don't just tweet at Niantic, don't just tell us. Telling us is great, but the difference between one creator saying, hey, people are having issues, versus if they get 40,000 help report, through the actual support reporting on the app. You can do that through the app. File a support ticket, because that makes a much clearer spike in how many people have been affected by the bugs, whatever else. Again, I'm gonna save my 2 spare Regis to give to someone that missed out on getting one, wasn't able to get to one, had their plans changed and can't go to the makeups tomorrow. But yeah, thoughts and feelings, leave them down below. New Zealand players, to be totally transparent with you, I have suggested to Niantic multiple times for a hi New Zealand, we're sorry, or again, your time zone, your entire time zone. I've suggested multiple times a sorry event that's an exclusive event for New Zealand time zone. Shinies for you, extra bonuses for you, items for you guys. I would love it if that ever came to fruition in the game, because it is well beyond the point of something. Half the time it doesn't even get acknowledged that there has been a mistake or an error or, a fix, if they even fix it in time. I'm going to keep pushing for that because I think you guys deserve it. You deserve it just the game to function, honestly, but I think at the very least you are well overdue for some compensation. So I want to keep pushing for that. I'm in your corner. Let me know if you're affected by these bugs as well, and for, the rest of you lovelies around the world, I hope that your event goes smoothly. And I hope that you guys also appreciate, I'm sure most people appreciate the New Zealand guinea pigs. I'm sure that you sympathise, empathise with how frustrating it would be to constantly have events being broken. But yeah, let me know how it goes for you guys. Leave a comment down below. I don't like doing negative or sassy videos, but wow, I can't really control it if the game doesn't work. Again, New Zealand, I'm here for you. I'm gonna keep hassling out until something gets, I don't know. I'm gonna keep hassling. Oh, also as well, there was not supposed to be rare spawns around the gyms. The timer just is still there because they didn't fix that and turn that off either, I guess, after the Hooper raids. So the rare spawns around the gyms were just for Hooper elite raids, and the bonus for the Regidrago at least is the timed research, bit of XP and some candy. So it was really clear because the timer was still, I don't know, it's so dumb, it's so dumb. Anyway, as always lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. If you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch are in the description down below. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Just fix the game. Have someone online, have someone awake online when New Zealand goes, just